DeAndre, welcome to the show for the first time. How you doing today?
I'm doing good. How y'all doing?
Awesome.
Good,
awesome.
man. Congrats on a good rookie season. All right, we talked about this just a segment ago, and BT kind of thinks the position is being devalued. Do you think that you don't have value as a running back?
How are you going to do me like that?
Yes, I just got to, because you didn't play, and I did.
Have you fun. Have you fun.
Do you think that you find you're being used in so many different ways as running backs, that there's value to the position, even though people outside the game want to say that there's not? Correct me. I mean, that's right, correct?
Most definitely. I definitely think the value is there for running backs. Anything I think is getting better. As you see, the type of running back and used in a various amount of ways, like Christian McCaffrey and Kamara's and people like that.
You know, exactly. That's what I said. I said guys who can catch the ball out of the backfield, but also can line up as wide receivers and also run between the tackles or outside the tackles, whatever it may be. It gives you so much more of an advantage as an offensive coordinator. As you look back on your rookie season and, you know, the successes that you had, but as a team it was a struggle, as we all know. You know, what do you take away from that? How do you prepare for a new staff, a new situation up in Detroit going into next year?
Yeah, just got to make sure I'm ready whenever we get the OTAs, or not even sure how that's going to. I didn't have OTAs last year. We were right into it with the corona and everything. But I'm just excited for the new staff and all the new changes that's going on. Just ready to get back to work with the team.
Yeah, and I want to talk about that new staff. But, I mean, listen, DeAndre, I've got to defend myself a little bit here. My partner is guilty of a little false advertising right there. I like to think I know that the running back is important. It was a deeper dive into the position, but by all means, especially when you do what you do, catching and running, of course the value is apparent. So let me ask you this. I mean, a lot of times, and we've had, we've been doing this 8 years. We've probably had just Super Bowl alone, take 200 maybe and maybe more over the years. And, you know, some players are really in tune with what's going on in the franchise in terms of the press conferences, the optics. Are you the kind of player, DeAndre, when Coach Campbell was introduced, are you sitting there? Are you watching that in real time? Or are you saying, I'll get around to it? What did you think of the press conference? What do you think of Campbell's initial splash in Detroit?
I just know he's real passionate about his work and brings a lot of energy. I didn't see the actual the interview. People was hitting me up about it. I'm not the type of guy to like stay on the blogs or anything on the media. That's not me.
Yeah, no, I hear you. By the way, he was my teammate when I was with the Giants, and so you got a hell of a head coach, man. He's got a ton of energy, and he's aggressive, and he's old school in a sense, if you know what I mean. You know, as this season comes around, you know, how can you improve what you did last year? Because obviously, you know, success is one thing, but you know, becoming one of the best is obviously every player's goal. How can you get better at what you do?
Definitely can improve. Taking my game to the next level. Like blocking, making sure I could be that all down back, every down back that I know I could be. Come with preparation and reps as well. I think I showed the coaches a little bit what I could do when I'm out there. So it's gaining the coaches' trust, I would say.
Yeah, no, I think that's obviously the most important thing. Obviously, the big trade happened a couple of days ago, and I know BT was getting ready to ask you about this. Matt Stafford, who was your quarterback for your rookie season, we know how good he is. I don't know if you know Jared Goff or know anything about him, but what did you think about Matt Stafford being moved off your team?
Definitely was like sad or whatever about it, but I'm happy for him. I know he's been in Detroit for a long time. I'm just happy for him to see his new change, as well as the new change that Detroit is getting. The Rams getting a great leader, a great person, competitor. So I think he's going to do great things over there.
Yeah, in a lot of ways, DeAndre, this might really be perfect timing for you guys because while we all have great respect for Stafford and he's got a rocket and he's a gamer and he's a really good player, he seems to fit the Rams timeline maybe better than he did the Detroit Lions timeline. You guys are just starting over. You're rebuilding. Goff is, I guess, 6-7 years younger. You know, because there's no fans, I don't know if you can feel this. I don't know what kind of I'm not sure what suburb you live in, quite frankly, out there in Detroit. Maybe Troy, maybe Birmingham, one of those maybe. Do you have a sense just how great the Lion fans are and how desperate they are to get a product that wins consistently? Can you even feel that with no fans in the building?
It's rough with no fans, definitely. That was the first time I experienced anything like that. So much as most of them, I'm guessing. So you just got to kind of dig down and think about your why and just kind of have fun with brothers and your teammates out there.
Didn't you drop what would have been a touchdown, and I think the game winner in week 1? I had that right? That was you.
Yeah, that was me.
Okay. I say that to move to a more positive, let's cross the bridge into positive land here. That could have buried, at least for a while, a lot of rookies. And I thought you kept your head up immediately. Your progress throughout the season showed that you're mentally tough. Was it tougher than you let on? That's a hard way to start your career. How did you process that maybe behind closed doors when you, like that night you go home? What are you thinking?
I had to turn my phone off. Definitely was rough. Definitely was rough. Just facing adversity. Just had to get back to the basics, fundamentals, looking the ball, and things that got me here. So just really working and preparing a lot better to make sure if I ever got in that position again, the outcome would have been different.
I think we all, I was going to say, I think we have all high expectations for you, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Don't let those things define you. I had a whole season, maybe two and a half of fumbling issues in the NFL, DeAndre, and I got through it, man. Just keep grinding, man, working your butt off, and eventually all the good things will happen. Stay healthy, most importantly, because
and have fun.
You're a talent, and we know it, and we're looking forward to seeing it, especially with Dan Campbell as the head coach. I love that man, and I'm looking forward to seeing what he does with you guys. Good luck, DeAndre.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
You got it. There he is, DeAndre. He had a good rookie year. He had a good rookie year for a team that didn't do too well.
Yeah.
8 rushing touchdowns as a rookie and nearly 50 catches.
Yeah.
I mean, that was that pick in the second round. I think he was 3 picks into round 2.
Yep.
Was almost immediately justified by Detroit.
Of course. And
no doubt.
Look, we saw him at Georgia. We knew how good and dynamic he was when he was down there. But and again, this is why I said this position is it is valuable. You probably shouldn't overpay for the position, Zeke Elliott. But it is a valuable position when you have a guy that can do as much as DeAndre Swift can do.
Thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that bell to be notified when we drop fresh content.